Not even. I mean, it's just being real. I mean,
How
if it
dare
hurts,
you say that to this man that you love, that has stood by you? How dare you? You're a bad wife.
Love got to do with it. You know, at the end of the day, I don't love cleaning up poop or vomit.
Right.
That's what
Right.
I do.
Right.
Do
You do.
like, it's the same as like taking care of kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if I have to permanently take care of him and wipe his butt like a little baby for the rest of his life, I'll do that.
Right.
I might some days, I'm just kind of wiping up your poop.
I'm just gonna play in the tub
like,
and just spray off.
It is a lot. You have to really ask yourself those questions. When Chef got sick, he was feeling bad, and I was feeling bad for him. And I had to rely on God's strength during this trial. And I remember him saying, he was like, "You don't look at me the same."
He said that?
Yeah. And I looked at him, I said, "Negro, I see you the same. Negro, go on and go. Look, I ain't going nowhere. I'm here." Because a lot of people, because again, a lot of people don't understand, your sickness, the when you're going through a sickness and so forth, it does take a toll on both of you mentally.
Right.
And thoughts begin to wander through your mind. You're like, okay, is this person gonna leave me?
And he is sensitive to that, so he will ask, "Baby,
Yeah.
you okay?"
Yeah.
Or he'll be like, "Hey, I can kind of get it myself," and I'll be like, "No, it's cool."
Yeah, yeah. And you have to have that talk. You have to get to the point in your relationship, like, listen, we're going through this little rough patch. It's okay. We're going through this little moment. It's okay, but I got you and you got me.
It teaches me to be insensitive too, because
Yeah.
I can be bluntly honest and just be like,
Okay.
"Do that."
Okay.
And he kind of knows that, yeah, that's just something she just ain't gonna do.
Yeah.
But he will ask anyways,
Yeah.
and most of the time I'll be like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Like this one thing.
It'll be like reluctantly, yeah. Don't start, and then it won't be
like
nothing.
this one thing that I can't wait for the next
You know how well I
episode.
do it? Next episode of what?
The
You know
next
what?
episode of the
We don't
You
do it.
gotta say that for
one
next
thing.
week. You gotta say that for next week.
But she will not. I'm having so much
That's
pain
not part of
in
it.
my feet.
You
and
know
she
what?
will not soothe me.
She's not gonna sue you.
Man,
Say.
I keep trying. God is trying to get you past this, and that's why my feet. are
Listen.
hurting. God is trying to get you past this.
Johnny says love is an action word. You have to choose love daily. Marriage is a verb, but husband and wife is an action. You have to choose husband and wife daily. The moment you stop choosing, you'll die, period. He also said not so much in a physical sense, but mentally and spiritually. And you have to,
We die not physically.
you die from yourself daily. Yeah.
Selfishly.
Yeah. You do. You have to, you become that one. You become that one in unity. And again, these conversations happen, and then you start to say, okay, I can be with this person until I can be with this person.
Mhm.
I can go through the fire, because you're going to go through, and it may not be the sickness, it may be a financial crisis, it may be job losses, or whatever the case may be. You're going to stick with that person, and you're going to create a solution for that person. And in sickness and health, you're finding creative solutions to overcome
Because
this.
if y'all look at us on paper,
Mhm.
if they said person one and person two, and they said that we were in a marriage,
Mhm.
y'all be like, "Wow, do they make this work? Because this is retarded."
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
it's just, I mean, we just work with what we got.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
make it the best of what it is.
Yeah. You have to. You really have to, because again, the love is already there. You already love that person. Like you said, there are gonna be some times where you don't like that person, and that's part of marriage. There's a lot of times me and Chef don't like each other, but we love it.
I said
Yeah.
it a lot to him that the Bible didn't say nothing about me liking you.
Yeah.
It just said I had to love you. I
Right.
can love you, but that don't mean I gotta like you or what you're doing.
Right. Yeah.
I can reject that all
Right.
day long.
Yeah.
But as a person or as a whole, I still care on the outside, but what I'm not gonna do is
Right.
we ain't gonna deal with this nonsense.
Right.
We're
We ain't gonna
find
entertain
somewhere.
this.
We ain't gonna entertain, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but if
Okay.
you're genuinely hurt and you're not feeling well, I may not like cleaning up behind you. I may not like that. I gotta, pick you up and put you on my back and tote you for a little while. I might be a little out of breath, but
I can say I
we
think
get it done.
one of the things that
Yeah.
probably surprised her about me before we got married, because she's a trooper herself.
Mm-hmm.
She really don't tell when she's hurting extremely bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're both two peas in a pod.
Mm-hmm.
But when I think COVID did it for us.
He said, if you phony with me, move around.
Yeah, I know, right?
And that's what, and you do. You have to be, you cannot be phony with your partner. You have to have those conversations. You have to have those real conversations.
And I think I know what moment he's going to refer
Yeah,
to.
because of COVID.
Yeah.
I think COVID really what that tipped us over we might have something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wasn't going to leave her. She already had to send her kids to the dad.
Mm-hmm.
And how long did you have COVID?
A couple months.
Yeah, she had to go for a couple months. But she was asymptomatic.
Yeah.
Asymptomatic.
Asymptomatic.
I didn't feel bad.
Yeah.
I just was a little weaker than normal.
Yeah.
I was forgetting things, and I did have like
Mm-hmm.
She had no taste.
no
Yeah.
taste, no smell,
Yeah,
and I had like severe migraines.
Yeah.
They went on and off, in and out. But I
Right.
had been having migraines, prior to that for
Right.
quite some time. But like now it was like really, it was so bad that I couldn't get my head up on the bed sometimes. So,
Yeah.
and he was like, he had compromised immune system. He wasn't staying with me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, you weren't living. We weren't living.
Yeah, we weren't
together.
living
Right,
together, but
right.
I was,
So he had the opportunity to go back home to his mom's house.
but
And
I
he-
couldn't.
It
though,
was
'cause
in
my
his
mom was-
best interest to
not-
probably not be around me at all.
But I
Yeah.
couldn't
But
take that to
we
my mom
couldn't,
because my mom was
We couldn't
cancer.
decipher when I picked up COVID and whether or not he had it.
Right.
I was so mad the whole time because I had COVID for months. He tested every time it was negative.
Uh-huh.
And so even our doctor,
Okay.
my doctor
But that's
was
good. But I
Yeah.
was like, well, dang.
like, my primary
You
doctor
should have
was
been a
like, you
sick
ain't got it? What's going on? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think
But I
that
feel like maybe he had it prior to because he was sick.
Okay.
That spell way
before
before
COVID hit,
even
'cause
hit.
I had,
Okay,
it was like
okay.
I had the flu or something.
Yeah.
He
And
was body aches and whatnot, but he was. I was taking care of him, and he was fine. And so
Right. Right. Yeah.
he got off the hook.
but yeah, she had
He was
flu.
No, nothing.
She had flu
See.
one
He was
time,
trying to get a little medic and stuff.
and I stayed with her. I think that was even before the COVID situation. And that was like I think one of my biggest moments too. Where, she had the flu, and
He had to make me sick.
I had to make her sit down and actually take off for work
Uh-huh.
first time because she was gonna try to go to work and stuff. And and it was just a friend
Yeah.
at that moment. And she did the same thing with me, taking me to go get my prostate
I
check.
went to the urologist.
Okay,
urologist
okay.
and stuff.
Yeah.
He tricked me again.
Yeah.
So this was during the dating stage.
No,
We
we
weren't
weren't
dating.
dating. No.
Oh, y'all were friends. Okay, the friendship. So
Even friends.
right. So, but you were
I
establishing.
met him at pharmacy.
Right.
And he was like, "Hey, I need a ride. My friend lives on." I was like, "Oh,
It wasn't my
you need
friend,
to
it was my
drop
daddy.
off at a doctor's appointment?" I said, "Oh yeah, I can do that."
Yeah.
Hannah gave us some cinnamon rolls prior to this.
He
So
didn't
we
tell me
established
that it was
the-
an outpatient thing where he actually needed somebody to pick him up and drop him off. And the
Oh.
lady was like, "Well, you mind coming inside because there's nobody else here and he's not coherent." And to just kind of discuss the results.
So y'all.
So first of all, I didn't know that he was going in here and getting
I had to get the camera
Yeah, he had to
thing
get
through
a
my
microscopy of his-
penis and stuff.
Yeah.
And so she
You
went,
done took
she had to come to
the
the
girl
back
on the whole medical date, pretty much. You
What I
didn't.
told you when I was
he
out.
was, I love this lady right here. I was like, "Ma'am, I don't even really know the guy."
I don't remember
Other
this.
than
Oh,
he
wow.
stayed.
You know how after you get your teeth pulled, you had a look. Yeah, I
He
think I
was
was still in front of the.
Oh my gosh.
He was like, "Oh, I thought that. I don't even know. I just met him." So
See, you know what? I would have left you. I don't know you. See, that's why I said marriage is designed for everybody. Different stages. That there is somebody. So you didn't trick this girl.
Yeah, Yeah, and it was after that he told me, he was like, the reason I
Even
really
Chef
came
said
to
you
the-
tricked her.
Yeah, he was like, the reason I really came to the pharmacy was because God COVID told me to come to my medication that I wasn't taking it because you were my wife. And he was like, I walked in the pharmacy and I looked and I seen there was this light around you. I was like,
He didn't say the light around you.
yeah. He said, this could be yours. Type thing. And I was like,
You know what?
God tell me that, so you're gonna have to prove something, brother. So it was.
No, not the light,
I
LaRon.
guess that would come from. That's why the marriage works so well. Because
Yeah.
as a friend, I would be dedicated to helping him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even if it were one of my regular friends from childhood, I'm just that type of person that I would
She do
never
that.
take care of people.
She do that. Well, we both do that. In
Yeah,
our
I
work
would have said,
environment.
JJ, you would have left. I would have left. I would have left. I would be like, you know what?
You can just imagine somebody who was lightly sedated walking down the street, wobbling back and forth, like, so hey, can I get a ride? And leaning all over the place. He would have probably fallen out and hurt himself. And then I would have been like, damn, I did drop him off. I could have at least picked him up and took him home and said, here, let me take you back to your mama.
Right. But listen, that's a true love story. That's too funny. But listen, we come back. We're gonna finish this culture conversation with the Williams on live on 101 TKO Radio in the mail room. You done tricked the girl. You know what?
Then he went and did voodoo on me after that. I said,
oopsie. You know what? We'll be right back, y'all.
I did not do no voodoo on you.
They're doing one song.
Okay. That's funny.
I don't remember saying all that stuff to her.
Y'all get together. I was like, I just met this dude.
I didn't think they were gonna call her to the back.
Wow. So you actually was going through.
I was sitting outside in the car and then something told me,
You been in the room.
they came and got me. I was outside in the car when I first
So
got
you
out.
didn't even have permission or
You went to the
anything.
back. I went to my car.
Oh, you went to the
Yes.
car.
And I sat there for a little while. Then I
Very
went inside.
good
And I went
way.
to the desk and I was going to ask her, I said, hey, it's the guy I just dropped off and gave me a name. I said, how long before he's out? And she's like, oh, they actually just brought him out. He's going to be, and you were laying on one side of the table. You were fresh out of sedation. And the doctor came in and was like, well, Miss So-so, I'm like, I don't know him, but I'll relay this information to him when he becomes coherent. And then just kind of went from there. And then we went to the other side. You asked for Sprite and orange juice. We were just coming to that. And I even had to go in the bathroom and help him put his clothes on. So
So you saw my package before?
I did.
Oh,
See your
Lord.
package
Look at
prior
that.
to.
See, you were eyeing me already.
No, not at all.
You were getting ready. You go, Did you have to hold it?
No,
Oh, you didn't have to
I
hold
wasn't
it.
doing all that.
You didn't have to hold it.
I didn't know you like that. No, I didn't have to. You
That's funny.
Okay. Yeah, so look, I don't remember that.
You did have blood in your urine too. You were like, oh, it's still red.
So they were talking to you even though you wasn't like you
Yeah.
have
I think
no.
at this point they thought you would.
Oh, okay.
So they hadn't already
Oh.
divulged information.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm taking this in and I don't mind, relaying information to it.
Yeah.
It was just because he ate some chips that had beets in it.
And it was
like
red.
before, it was abnormal. I did have blood in it, and that's what had me going.
You see what JJ wrote.
Yeah,
That's
that's my MS.
Oh, yeah, Mama Bear said, pretty good library on the water. Yeah. Oh, did it say the lines or was it something else? Yeah, something else.
I'll check.
Too late.
I'll check.
See the pack. Bye.
Do the shout out when we come back in. Another sponsors.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It was I think it was a divine connection from the beginning. She tried to run from it, but
I was going through my separation in my marriage.
You were what?
Separated.
Okay, during that time.
Yeah, so she didn't want to see another relationship for what it was.
I don't see another relationship at all. That person had me really thinking about going to the other side of the protocol altogether.
Alright.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Remember that song came out, boy. Everybody was trying to do the dance. Listen, we are back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mail room.
What's up, guys?
And shout out to Beyonce, and she brought Blue Ivy on stage. Blue Ivy is growing. She was dancing. She did a little dance routine. She is tall. I forgot she is tall, and I forgot her daddy tall, but she I think he's 6'4", I think, or something like that, 6'3". If I'm not mistaken, I don't know, but she did a good job. She looked just like a mama up there on the stage and so forth. So shout out to Beyonce and Blue Ivy and so forth. But listen, we are live back in the studio. We are chopping it up with LaRon and Lisa, and we're talking about the vows in sickness and in health. And before we left, pretty much LaRon done tricked Lisa into uniting.
But before we get to that, I would love to say the mailroom is being sponsored by Simply Beautiful Candle Company LLC. Connect with Simply Beautiful on IG at Simply Beautiful Girls _ Guys, these candles they smell good, and they are created by these two young ladies. Nice dynamic. So you can also find them on Facebook at Simply Beautiful Candle Company. Visit their website www.simplybeautifulcandles.com. Good God Almighty. www.simplybeautifulcandles.com today. Also, Playbook Investment Group. Connect with Playbook Investment today for your investment needs. And if you're ready to make that play, go to at the mailroom 7671 and click on the link in the bio so that you can go ahead and start your playing with the Playbook Investment Group. Also, I'm telling you, if you have problems and you're looking to fix your relationship or just yourself in general, we have Tender Loving Care Coaching by Trinette L. Collier. If you're ready to build a healthy relationship with yourself, connect with the certified relationship coach, Tashawn, the boss of the mailroom. You will want to visit her at IamTrinetteCollier.com and the playbook, not playbook, let me stop playing. Visit IamTrinetteCollier.com, LCollier.com, and book your discovery call today. It was the book that threw me off because it got a bunch of playbook in the playbook.
Yeah, all up in there.
Yeah. She's gonna fire me before it's over, but that's all right.
That's okay. I'm gonna let it pass today because I'm on the cloud 9.
But I did not trick her.
You didn't trick her.
Yeah.
It sounds like you tricked her.
God's
You
plan.
know how words can be a curse, words more than curse words. That's what I like to say. He started walking around. Oh yeah, we married. Oh yeah, that's my wife. Oh, we married. So yeah, he just
It's that talking in existence.
He put them curses in the air, and yeah. So
Say-
he kept saying it until it just manifestation and manifestation.
So after that, after you got through your hospital stay, your doctor stay.
I drove around home and went on about my business. I don't think we talked for a couple of weeks after that.
Wow. So then y'all reconnected, and then he did the wound. Y'all dated.
Yeah,
You
so I
dated.
did, yeah.
And you knew.
Yeah.
What you put in her food?
I ain't putting that in her
Her
food.
peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
She
What-
just
what-
liked food, and she realized that I could cook. That's all it was. And so, yeah.
But y'all had these talks about your MS, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
You had
pretty
the
much
talks
so.
about MS, and this is when you decided, Lisa, that this is possibility that I can walk this journey with him?
No.
Okay. No, it didn't happen like that.
No.
You didn't fall in love and say, "Oh, I could do it."
No.
Okay.
I still.
You're a
say to
bad
myself,
wife.
I still
How
say to
dare
myself,
you.
Some days I don't know if I can really,
Mm-hmm.
care for him in the capacity he would need
Mm-hmm.
to care for him if
I
he
think
really
a lot of
got
people
down
doubt.
now. But I am going to try my
A lot
best.
of people doubt themselves.
Yeah.
And I don't put that in. And
Yeah.
I'm not the one to say that I will be upset if she
Yeah.
came to me and told me I can't.
Yeah.
And she hasn't seen me
Mm-hmm.
and at my worst.
Right.
It ain't
But I've
that.
seen enough others at their worst to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's seen some
yeah.
of my friends. And
Yeah.
she's like, we have one friend now. She went down so fast after her mom died.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so sad. But we love her to death.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my Jay-Z crew.
Yeah.
Girl.
is we get diagnosed with this, and the first thing that they'll tell us is that in so many words, and guys, doctors don't tell you this, but in so many words, they're practically telling you that at some point you're gonna die. We're gonna die anyway, but
Yeah.
this illness is gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much what they're establishing
Okay.
to you.
Okay.
That at some point you're gonna go down.
Okay.
You gonna go to a point that you just gonna need help.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think a lot of it comes from how you carry yourself. And so I go back to my journey
Mm-hmm.
and me telling the doctor that, hey, I want to get off of this.
Okay.
So
With him saying he wants to go, it's not the first time we've had that conversation.
Okay.
Discussion. And I definitely will be like, hey, look, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand you don't want to be on any medication. I
Yeah.
understand you don't want to keep, obligating yourself or putting strange objects in your body. If it was me, I would understand. So I respect that that's his decision. And I
Right.
am letting him know
Right.
that I'm here to support you. But just as long as you know what you're getting into.
Right. Right.
but then I also have
It's
to
the most
understand that
important thing.
myself, as in saying that, okay, I have a family. I have 2 kids at home. I got to know that this may put me in a awkward situation.
Yeah.
Right. And so the way the doctor explains it is he's in a good state now.
Mm-hmm.
And so the medicine keeps him at the state that he is in now.
At
Okay.
least that's what they're thinking.
Because there's a possibility that if he stops taking it, then
Mhm.
it could get worse.
Okay.
And that worse can be unreversible.
Okay.
So if he
Gotcha.
gets into not taking his medicine over the next 2 years or so, and then something happens where he loses motor function in one of his arms, he
Yeah.
can't use that arm anymore.
Yeah.
There's no way they can reverse it and go back and fix that
Right.
damage so that he can be able to use that arm again. So
Right.
now we have to change and accommodate life for that happening.
Right.
And again, part of me does not want that to happen to him because he likes the state that he's in now.
Yeah.
And I know that it would devastate him if, he did lose motor function or
Right.
have chronic spasms in his arm that would keep him from doing things that he
Mhm.
likes doing.
Mm-hmm. So these
but
are
he
the
said that's a risk he's willing to take.
right.
And so I have to just kind of be like on the back, supportive and say, but you do know you've been warned.
Yeah. But so these are decisions and discussions that y'all have
We have to
to
have together.
have together as
Yeah.
husband and wife, and you have to make the best decision that's going to be for your family, your immediate family. And so when you having these discussions, you're putting basically an action plan in place.
Yes.
Yeah, you're putting an action plan in place, and this
it's-
is part of that in
It's
sickness and
definitely a
health.
rough conversation.
Yeah, I can imagine. It is a conversation because me and Chef have had to have a conversation about his latest, and it is an uncomfortable conversation, and you have to make plans because it affects your livelihood. In our case, it affected his livelihood. So now it's like decisions that's like, okay, wait a minute, let's put some plans in place, and it does. There was a point where we couldn't talk to each other about it because I understand as a man, it could be frustrating because now you're thinking about how am I going to provide for my family?
Mhm.
How am I going to do the things that I want to do because of this? Then you're taking on so many emotions and just other stuff. And then at one point you have to sit down and you say, you know what? We about to close everything down. We're about to shut everything down. It's just me and you. Let's just take this moment. We're in a quiet place and we're gonna woosah for a moment and let's come back to the drawing board. Has that is that where you all get to sometimes in this situation where you just have to be like, you know what? We just gonna not talk about anything right now. We're gonna just woosah because it can become intense and frustrating.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I would
like
say
said,
the
because
illness
I'm-
situation, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Just
most
marriage
everything
in
else, we're
general.
pretty big
Yeah.
on conversation anyways and make sure we communicate because again with his illness, I can't tell what's wrong with him until he tells me what's wrong.
Yeah.
Other than it being something that I can.
But I mean, like when the conversations that have to do with decision making, that's for his health.
Mhm.
And if he doesn't agree with you, and you're like, no, but we should do it this way, because you're gonna disagree on those. Like you said, you see what you feel like it would be better for him. He's like,
But
But-
even I would say even in that situation, I
Mhm.
still can't be mad at him at the end of the day because his
Yeah.
body does what it wants to do.
Yeah.
When it comes specifically to his sickness or illness,
You're
we
right.
don't really like calling it that.
Yeah.
When it comes to his MS, like he could be perfectly fine on his medication,
Yeah.
doing everything right, eating good.
Right.
We having a good marriage, living life, and
Yeah.
he
It's-
just
again,
can
the
have an
medication is
issue
not
come up.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
So-
Even
Yeah.
with the medication is not guaranteed. And,
Yeah.
and I also, that's another reason why I told my nurse practitioner that
So,
I'm not
We don't
not
get angry with each other.
Yeah.
When it comes to that. No.
I'm
Yeah.
not canceling my appointment
Yeah.
for my treatment.
Okay.
I'm still keeping it on the book
Mm-hmm.
because what I've recently started explaining to people that I know in my heart
Mm-hmm.
is that God has cured me.
Mm-hmm.
God has cured me.
Yeah.
But
And he wants to go on a journey to walk in and believe in that.
Okay.
And I'm supportive of that.
and my
Okay.
thing is, I still have to do what I need to do. But
Okay.
I am not doing what I need to do, which I understand is the reason why I'm going through some of the pain that I'm going through.
Okay.
I am not eating right. I am
Okay.
not exercising like I used to.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I did,
Mm-hmm.
and JJ there was coming,
Mhm.
and we was going on a little journey together, and that was definitely like body, physical wise,
Mhm.
one of the best moments.
Okay.
And so I strayed from that.
Okay.
And then I met Lisa, and Lisa went on a moment where we was eating right,
Mm-hmm.
and I got that feeling back, and we both can stray from that, and we got little pot bellies, and
Say, listen, we're gonna take a quick music break, and we come back. We're gonna finish up this discussion of LaRon and Lisa talking about marriage and his sickness and health, and just the details of marriage that we tend to kind of walk over, or just sweep over. But listen, stay connected to 101 TKO Radio and the mailroom. Y'all should have already downloaded that app. And if you have not, you got about 5 minutes to download that app real quick. All right, we'll be right back. 101 TKO Radio and the mailroom. We'll be right back.
I'm doing one song.
I can't get angry with him about his stuff because that's his body.
Yeah.
And then again, like I said, that's why I also I felt that I'm keeping that appointment due to that.
I do fuss at it though.
Yeah.
I do know that.
Yeah.
I don't want to put her in a compromising situation. Where
Yeah.
force her to take care of me when I know
Right.
that I need to be doing it.
Right.
So I'm keeping my 6-month appointments on the calendar, giving myself those times for us as
A
a
whole.
whole
Okay.
to do right.
Okay.
Because I also know if she's not even doing right,
Mhm.
health wise, it's going to mess her up too. Because it's diabetes on the side of her family.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not, and I'm not just thinking by myself.
Right.
It's just not me saying that I'm going rogue.
Right.
Tell my doctor, I don't want to.
I ain't
Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
that's the thing that
Yeah.
I'm really looking at.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunately the doctor's job to prescribe you something that's putting money in there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's most definitely. That's what they're doing. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're going to sit up there and tell you, you sure you want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I have had docters that I wish I still had. That actually, when I got back, I came in. My doctor looked at my list that I was going to in the same place.
Mhm.
When I got moved back here, and I got to my first appointment with her again. She was like, excuse my friend, like, damn, man, you look like a walking pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you
Yeah.
left me, you had been
Right.
Mississippi. She had got mouth for some of them.
Okay.
I added plus 2 times 2
Wow.
back. And
Wow.
she was like, yeah, we got to have to get you off these. And so
Right.
that was another thing. I asked God, you know, that was my thing about going to the pharmacy.
Yeah.
My medication costs. I sat there and said, hey, I need to get off this.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really need it.
Yeah.
And so I went through that journey. I was going through.
Do you have a second doctor, or this is like your primary
This is
doctor?
I do have a primary doctor, but this is my primary.
The specialist. Okay, the neurologist. Yeah.
And I'm really seriously, low key, thinking about establishing a connection with Dr. Williams. She loved me in her own practice.
Okay. Okay.
And she wasn't accepting insurance at the time.
Okay.
So now
Gotcha.
she's accepting insurance. So I'm really thinking about, and she's in the Black community.
Okay.
And that's what she wants to specialize in helping. She'll take me. She'll take me.
You manifest everything else, you like you
Yep,
doing.
she'll take me.
So she'll take it.
So I listen and listening to her podcast and things like that. Other people with MS kind of a lot more understanding. You know,
Okay.
She didn't even know that someone that until after meeting me, it started coming out there. A lot of people that she was talking to me, friendly at work, had MS.
Oh wow. Yeah. No.
Yes, again.
So we at the wrap up session. So tell us about how we can support MS, your foundation. I mean your step. Yeah, the steps. And yeah, how to support that and so forth. What time the other person coming in?
4, 3, 2,
Give it up, give it up, give it up. Oh, that was my favorite song back then. Oh, make it last forever. See, I ain't got them vocals like Lisa does. Like she over there singing, y'all. Lisa, we are back live on 101 TKO Radio and the Mail Room. We are having this very insightful culture conversation with Lisa and LaRon about in sickness and in health, the marriage vows. And, you know, the question that I pose always to potential clients. Again, I'm a certified relationship coach. I am not a dating or marriage coach, but a lot of my clients will come and they say, I want to get married and I want to have a boyfriend or whatever. And when they say they want to get married, I start asking them, why do you want to get married?
But
and
you know, they should want to answer that question.
Yeah.
Do you love yourself enough
Right.
that you would marry yourself? Do you
What-
care enough that you
Right.
would take care of you?
and how would you take care of you? Because if you got sick, what are you gonna do? And so when I pose this question to people, like, what are you going to do when your spouse comes home and has an incurable disease, or
You've just been in a car accident.
Yeah, what are you gonna
gotta
do?
recover.
Yeah, what are you going to do? It's easy on the outside to say, oh, I love him or I love her and I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. But baby, let me tell you,
Action
It
come
can be
in.
very stressful when it comes down.
it
to
can turn your world. It's a trial and tribulation that you may not be ready for. Now, not saying that you're not, because none of us are really ready for, things of that nature. But will you be able to endure? Because it will change your life. It will change your
that's-
relationship. It will change everything about that moment. It can make you stronger as a couple. It can break some people apart. I know some people who honestly that said I could not handle my mate being sick and I had to divorce. And the old me got mad, but the new mature me understood. I'm like, that person wasn't ready. And so forth. So we're talking with them about MS and so forth. And but before we wrap up and so forth, tell us what we can do to support MS, and more about your cause, because every year you put on a steps event.
Yes.
So tell us more about that.
The Steps event starts every October, so everybody knows. And for those who don't know, MS month is always March the 1st, and unfortunately, that was around the time that I got diagnosed as well. So for me, it's almost like a celebration birthday type thing.
Okay.
But you can definitely support our steps by going to treats, the letter N sweets LLC.com /care dash package dash giveaway to get information, or just go to the website treatsandsweets.com and you will see up on the menu I Can Beat a Mess, and click on that and it'll take you to some pages where the links that you can participate with being a trusted partner for MS patients and whatnot, because we do raise money.
Okay.
So you can buy some treats as well.
Yes.
But we raise money and we donate $100 Visa gift cards to once we raise a care package for other patients. Because this is we're talking about through sickness and health, and this is something that when I'm talking to other warriors, that is almost an epidemic when it comes to marriage, where people are leaving because of that they can't do it. You're not the person that I married anymore. You can't do this job, and especially with women, the men are leaving due to, oh, you're not my wife anymore. I've heard it so many times, and it's heartbreaking. Or men, because they can't perform, because they're for my first early 20s, I developed ED. Okay. And funny thing, I thought I sexed myself out, but it was a sign of my early sign of my multiple sclerosis. Okay. And it wasn't until I started taking treatments where I regained control of my body parts. Okay. So it's a sad thing, and it is a real thing. You're starting to see commercials about the medications and whatnot, and we're hearing shows talk awareness and stuff.
The characters in some of the shows, and and it's, I don't know. Our world seems to be really surrounded by mess. We try to make sure our marriage doesn't get overshadowed by it. Okay. We do have our Facebook group. Y'all participate in I Can Beat a Mess.
I Can Beat a Mess. Okay. And it's spelled just like that. ICAN BEATMS. Okay. That's on Instagram and Facebook. Okay. So.
And we also post on YouTube. We do different informational sections. And it's kind of like a support group in the community. Okay. MS warriors. They're really sweet people. Right. They're humans, just like the rest of us. Yeah. And they're amazing.
Yeah. That's awesome. It's very encouraging to other couples who may be going through and say, you know what, we don't know how to handle this as a couple. I kind of know how to handle this, handle the disease, but it's affecting our relationship. And and it's always good to have that support when others can say, yeah, this is what we're going through, or this is the decision that we got to make. And, I don't know if my mate can handle this and that. And so it's very good to have that support. It's good that you all have formed. Now, did you all form the groups, or they were already formed?
No, I actually started it in 2014.
Okay.
I started the group in 2014.
Okay.
In my previous marriage, because again, she couldn't help, she couldn't understand. I would come to her in pain and all, and just trying to get her to understand, I can't help you. Yeah, you need to find your support group.
Sometimes I will tell him, I can't help you.
I
understand it, but I don't.
It comes from a different place.
I don't hold myself in such high regards that I'm normal and
you're being honest. Like I'm not sure how to support you on this,
and at the end
but
of the day,
I will.
It happened to me too.
Right.
I can't say that I'm. I'm not gonna need your help.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how the other person was. He was more or less, I can't help you, but oh my God, I'm so sick, and I need you to stop feeling bad about yourself. Not saying that I was, but I just need you to stop having your mess at the moment and take care of me.
There's no stop button on it. If I could erase it, I would.
Right.
Like it, take it from
Take
you.
it back.
I,
Yeah.
I am blessed. I tell everybody that I am blessed with her.
Yeah.
I don't
Right there with him with my glove on.
Yeah.
yeah
You gotta be. You have to be. You're a team.
yeah
You know, and that's part of marriage. You're a team. And when people go into marriage, and again, this is not to discourage anybody. I encourage, if this is something that you really want, if you desire to be married, like I tell women, especially my friends, if you desire to be married, that's a beautiful thing. But a lot of times the reason why you're not married right now, because deep down inside you're not understanding what the intricate details of being married requires.
hmm
And when you get to this point of in sickness and health, for better or for worse, and I think I'm going to create a series just for that, just to break down some of these vows, because even for the better or for worse, richer or poor, going back to our discussion last week with the bus driver thing and whatnot, richer or poor, like a lot of these commitments that we're just saying,
Mhm.
we're not honoring them, and we're
Right.
not taking them to heart, and because we don't understand it, we're just saying it,
hmm
and really not giving any thought that sickness and health is real.
Right. And I would say, all titles aside, all vows aside,
Mm-hmm.
I love myself enough to love me just as I am, and I would hope that we hope
Yeah.
that we all find someone who loves us, flaws and all, and takes that in and says, "Hey, I
Yeah.
care for you just as much as you care for you.
Right.
Let's make this
Right.
work." And
Yeah.
I got that in my person.
Yeah. Aww. So listen, what's next for you all? What's going on next for you?
I don't know. Maybe we can take this thing to Dubai or something. I'm just playing.
Speak
No,
it.
we're looking forward to growing together.
Yeah.
That's our main goal.
Yeah.
Maybe world fame and fortune is for us, maybe it's not. But
Yeah.
just making sure that we keep that solid foundation between the two of us and
Yeah. Yeah.
grow and glow. And if other people see it as an example, then
Right.
cool.
And
But
I
Right.
we're
think
not
that's
perfect.
really
So.
what God is pushing me on, creating the podcast
Yeah.
and whatnot, and focusing more on that than anything. Definitely in the Black community, is our relationship is not to gloat.
Yeah.
It is just to show that this
It can be
is
done.
Yeah.
attainable.
Yeah.
This is attainable.
Yeah. Yeah. It can be done. And again, it can be done. This is what I don't want people to get discouraged. It can be done.
Mhm.
But just know that through those trials and those
You're gonna have to push,
tribulations,
you're gonna have to work.
you're going to have to work.
It's gonna be ugly. You might
You're going to
cry.
have to cry and so forth. It's going to take a lot. So listen, we're going to take one more break. And when we come back, we're going to wrap this thing up with LaRon and Lisa and the mailroom. We'll be right back on 101tkoradio.com.
That's the last part.
Just okay.
And go.
And we are back live in the mailroom, 101 TKO Radio. We are wrapping it up. The Plush Lab says very thought-provoking conversation. Sometimes illness is a hard thing to discuss with your partner. And that was the basis of our conversation today, for better, for worse, sickness and in health. And we didn't even break down the better for worse. And I think I'm going to do a series on that. I don't know. I got to go home and pray about it because, again, it's not to discourage people from getting married. It's to enlighten what goes on in a marriage. And sickness and health is one of those segments in a marriage that can take a toll on you. You know, and it's a real thing. You know, you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to say, I'm not sure if I can handle this. Or you can go in and say, you know what, I'm built for this. I'm ready to take care of somebody.
Yeah.
You know, as I shared before, in my first time around, I thought in my head I was ready to take care. You know, I could take care of everything else. But when it came to that sickness and health, I was like, oh, you know, I'm like, oh, no, I can't do that. But now I'm here. Like, you know, I'm mature enough in my walk. I'm mature in my marriage, and just mature overall to say, this is something I can do and I'm willing to do, and so forth. So listen, we have a lot that's going on with 101 TKO Radio. Make sure you download that app so you can keep in contact with what's going on. The mailroom got some things coming up and so forth. Y'all will be back here next week with us. You'll be back next week.
I start school next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Listen to you. Congratulations. What's your major? Nursing. Oh, so this is
She going for
this is
nurse.
right up your alley.
She gonna be nurse and then nurse practitioner.
It's something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
I got my bachelor's in biology with nothing else behind it. So
Okay.
And I've been out of school so long, you ain't got to kind of start over. So I guess I want to, you know, proclaim that title of caregiver. I don't want to take care of him, but
Yeah.
I'll pay somebody else to do that.
But you know, so now it puts you in that light of, okay, I know what to do. I know what to expect.
Yeah.
Because a nurse, you're a caregiver for the world.
Right.
And then, so that takes a special person. My hat's off to nurses because
I'm a natural nurturer.
Yeah.
So, like I
We
said,
both
you know,
are.
for me, it's
It's second nature for us.
Yeah.
We
So,
are.
like, even you being my friend, if you'd have been like, "Hey, I'm down bad,"
Yeah.
I need help,
She would've
like,
been the first
if you would
person
have
over
allowed,
there. Yeah.
I would have been like, "Oh yeah, I got a couple days I can take out."
Yeah.
We've
And
done
see,
that.
I'm that person that I can,
You can say no.
yeah, I'll say no.
And
I'd be like, I'm
I'll
good.
be like, "Hey, I left a box outside the door with everything you need."
I'm like, I'm good. My sister's like that. She wanted to be a nurse. She is that natural caregiver, and she would do it. Me, I'm like, I will send you a gift card to get something, you know, or like I'm that friend that will set up an Amazon list for you and have everything shipped to you. But like actually physically taking care of somebody else, I'm unable to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm gonna provide the resources for you. My friends know that. But I can take care of Chef and I can take care of my sister and my niece, my immediate family.
Right.
But everybody else physically, I won't be able to do it. I can.
I'm on that unconditional capacity.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you have to understand your role, you know. Like I won't be able to say, oh, I can come and clean you up. I can clean your house up. You know what I'm saying?
I've worked at a public restaurant and cleaned toilets for other people. So it's
Yeah,
easy to
yeah.
Just say,
Yeah.
might as well just wipe somebody else's butt and get paid to do it.
They get paid to do it. So
I do believe
Decently
we're
to do
men.
it.
Yeah.
We were men.
yeah, and that's the beauty of a relationship. That again, when God connects you, when you have that divine connection,
Mhm.
it's going to work.
Yes.
It's going to because you're
Your
part-
A couple years earlier, I've probably been like,
right. Because and again, that's because now you're more mature in your spirit and your soul, your mind, and you know,
yeah.
like,
My
this
first
is-
one brought me,
yeah.
took me through a Ranger. And
Right.
I'm working on my book for that.
right. And that's the honesty part of it that you have to get to the point in a relationship and to say, yeah, I can do this. I can do this without a doubt. Like now, I could take care of my boo Chef without a doubt. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It ain't.
I could am taking care of my first one and first one, but certain other things like emotional factors.
Yeah.
Really made me be like, you know what? I'm mad with you right now. I don't want to wipe your butt.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm gonna let you sit in that for a little while because
Yeah.
you done piss me off.
Yeah.
Thing.
yeah. Well, not me.
It was like,
Mm-mm.
what's your girl off of that movie?
Diarrhea black, yeah. My diarrhea man, black woman.
So,
When she
yeah.
dumped him in the toilet,
Yeah.
which by the way, he should have been dead. The way she dumped him in the toilet, in the tub, because it should have broken his neck.
He could have survived,
Break-
the neck and
Will Pimp said.
The breaking of the neck. I'm like, but see that
I
I
might want to go ahead and write you.
right. Listen,
Listen, I can incapacitate you. It doesn't even matter.
Chef already know. Listen, make me mad if you want to, but he already, yeah. But I mean, you have to get to that point where you honestly can say, I am ready and I'm willing to go down that road. If anything was to happen, I'm willing. The movie From Scratch was a really great movie on Netflix, and it was talking about that very same thing, So yeah, definitely check that out. From Scratch and so forth. So, y'all listen, we are coming to a close to another great show. Nelson, you got anything coming up? Nope. He said nope.
Enjoy myself over the holidays.
And you deserve it. Make sure you do. You are a hard-working engineer. We thank you. LaRon, anything coming up?
No, just working on a podcast and working on some stuff with you and stuff. The Sofa Pillow Talk is coming pretty soon, guys. So if you haven't,
That's gonna be an interesting conversation.
Oh man, we
Because
have
we're
some
getting
great
ready to
couples
embark
coming.
on this journey.
Yeah.
It's yet another spiritual journey for us.
Okay.
So we got. I guess we do have a lot going on.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to that. Landon, you got anything coming up? No, Landon said, I don't know what you're doing. You trying to get me on this mic? Nope. Listen, I need y'all to make sure that y'all have downloaded that app. Download that app, please, 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 so you can keep up with 101 TKO Radio and the mailroom. It's a lot of things that's happening. Summer is coming up. The kids are out. Y'all better have them activities. Summer is, yes, hot Atlanta. Listen, enjoy your weekend. Atlanta is closed. We go, go somewhere else. They closed on Monday, but no, you guys, make sure you enjoy yourself. Be safe out there, and just stay connected. And until next week, y'all. Oh, we got a fascinating show next week.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
What?
next week.
You trying to make me be in the studio?
We're talking about deal breakers again.
Pay some money for you
Yeah,
to be
this
up
is a conversation.
I love you, but your feet are ugly. And on that note, we're out. Peace. They ain't rubbing them ugly feet.
I gotta see you some money to get up. That was the Zion the Vinci right there. Hold that, cause you.
Peace, y'all. That's funny. All right, I'm going to the bathroom. Thank y'all for tuning in. Oh, I'm talking to them. You know what? Peace.